All right, good morning and happy Tuesday. So today we're going to go over math number two, which is going to be volume. So this is something that you learned last year with Mrs. Gonzalez. Goes along with area and perimeter. It's kind of that next step, okay? We're working with 3D models and shapes. So we're only going to be using 3D prisms and cubes. So that'll be really simple, straightforward, which is really nice. So we're going to go over the notes first, and then we'll go over a couple of the problems. And then from there, I will send you on your way. Alrighty, so we're going to share the notes first here. Alrighty, so here are our volume notes, okay? So up here we have the title of it, we have our definition of volume, which is a measure of how much space a 3D object takes up. And from there we know that this right here is the formula for that. So this here is our formula that we're looking at, okay? Length times width times the height equals that volume. So I took 3 problems from your worksheet, right? So that it could transfer over really nicely. I didn't want to make it up or anything like that. So I tried my best with drawing them. I'm not the best artist. Also, 3D drawing 3D objects in pen, a lot harder than drawing it on a whiteboard where I can just like erase it parts of it. I'm much better on a whiteboard than on a piece of paper, but with pencil it would have been easier. It just doesn't look as pretty. So here's our first shape. Now, they don't give you what's the length, the height, and the width. I label those because that helps me a lot. Just know. Now, part of you is probably thinking like, okay, I just know to multiply all 3 of those numbers together. That's totally fine too, but you really should know which one's the length, the height, and the width. So for this one, we have the length is 8, the height is 6, height is 6, and the width is 4. So we're going to write length times width times height equals the volume. We're going to plug in those numbers. So the 8 for the length, the 4 for the width, and 6 for the height. So because it's multiplication, we can just move left to right. 8 times 4 is 32. And then 32 times bringing down the 6 is 192. Now the centimeters cubed, on the worksheet it tells you to write everything, assume everything's in centimeters, and then volume is always cubed to the 3rd power, okay? And then that's just your final answer. So you just multiply the 3 numbers together. I'm gonna be honest, it's okay if you do 8 times 4 in your head and then multiply it by 6, totally fine. I'm also going to be honest, that the first time I started making this worksheet, I was thinking 4 times 6 in my head and wrote 8 times 4 is 24, which was really fun, and then got completely the wrong answer. And I was like, this doesn't seem right at all. It should be a lot higher. So watch out for that. Sometimes our brains are going a lot faster, or our eyes are going a lot faster than our brains. So just really watch out for that. So the next one, here's our next shape, a little bit smaller numbers, okay? Our length here is 2, our height here is 6, and our width again is 4, right? So we plug in our numbers and do 2 times 4 is 8. Bring down the times 6, and 8 times 6 is 48, right? Centimeters cubed. Straightforward, done, quick, easy, I like it, right? And then for the last one, we have 4 for the length, 9 for the height, and 3 for the width. 4 times 3 is 12. Bring down the times 9. 12 times 9 is 108. And then attach that centimeters cubed there, right? So I'm going to leave this up so that you can kind of write that down if you want to. Just give yourself a second. Get my notes out for myself. Alrighty. So I'm going to stop the share here. I have to exit out of this. All right, and we're going to share our practice problems right here. Alrighty. So the very first one we did was the very first one we did already together. So that's kind of nice. So the answer to number one was 192 centimeters. This is, I swear this is, oh my gosh, what is happening? Wow, you guys. Let's get that eraser out. Okay, let's try that again. I can write like this, I swear. It's hard, though. Centimeters cubed. Number two, we got 48 centimeters cubed. So this just really helps you see that. This is where your answers are gonna go. And then number three, we also did together, which gave us 108 centimeters cubed. All right, and we're gonna do one more together. Let's do number six together because I can do those numbers in my head, which is really nice. So down here we have the length is 2, the height is 3, wow, and the width is 3. So we're gonna do 2 times 3 times 3. So 2 times 3 is 6, and 6 times 3 is 18. Oh my gosh. Writing like this is much harder than one would think. So our answer should be 18 centimeters cubed. All right. So now at this point, you've probably noticed too that I did include answer keys this week. That's just that you can kind of guess and check, make sure that you're doing things right away. Most of you have been, but I wanted to make sure that you guys kind of had access to that, especially for the lesson we'll be doing tomorrow. It'll be really, really helpful for that, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and stop sharing this because we are all done. So that's it. For volume, much shorter, simpler, straightforward, which is really nice. And then tomorrow we're going to have our really big bulk of a lesson for quartiles. So just keep an eye out for that. But yeah, so there's that for volume, and you guys should be good to go. Have a great Tuesday, and I will see you soon.